Hi everyone, welcome back to the YJ channel. This is Yulia here, Yulia Kosarenko, author of the book Business Analyst, A Profession and a Mindset. On this channel, I share with you what I know about business analysis, how to run successful projects, how to develop your BA mindset, how to be successful in your career, and much more. Today, I want to share with you a little bit about how to run successful meetings. Now, we all need to run meetings from time to time, whether we're business analyst or whether we have any other job. But for business analysts, it's especially important because often we are the facilitators of the hardest meetings, of thinking meetings, meetings where you investigate, where you research, where you debate sometimes, where you resolve requirements conflicts, where you have to find root cause of the problems or discuss potential solutions. Those meetings require cognitive effort. They require a lot of preparation, listening, asking the right questions, navigating different points of view. They are hard to do. Now, that sounds a little bit intimidating, especially for someone who's just switching your career or wants to learn more about business analysis, I want to tell you that you can start from small things and you can learn and gradually learn how to be a good facilitator in the hardest of the meetings, because meeting facilitation is one of those things you actually have to practice. The theory of it is out there, and I know you can read lots of books and articles and watch the videos, and I will provide a little bit of advice to you in this video as well. But most of all, you have to take that to heart and you have to practice in your team meeting, in your one-on-one meetings with perhaps your manager or your employees, in with colleagues when you do like your weekly colleague huddles, project meetings, status meetings, planning your family reunion, whatever it is. Usually when you gather several people together to discuss things or resolve things, things go much smoother if you have a facilitator, because a facilitation, actually the root of that word means making things easier. So the goal is to make that communication and easier for a group of people, to make them hear each other, listen to each other, take in each other's opinion, and then make that more successful than multiple people doing things on their own. So what I wanted to share with you today is actually a lesson from my course called Business Analysis for Professionals Changing Careers. I've created that course a couple of years ago for anyone who wants to switch to business analysis, because many people switch to business analysis from another career, as some people work in operations or customer service or sales. So someone comes from business. Other people come from more technical jobs, such as developers, quality assurance. Someone is just fresh from the university, like new graduates that maybe studied communications or project management or commerce. Really, we have business analysts that come from many different backgrounds, and all of them have to learn the principles of business analysis, the practices, tools, techniques, and so on. So the course, and I'll provide you with the link and with a discount code, is for anyone who wants to start learning about business analysis, including understanding how the skills you already have and the knowledge you already have can be transposed and absorbed into this business analysis knowledge, because a lot of things that you've done as a student or in your other jobs actually have been business analysis activities. Maybe you just didn't realize it. So one of those activities is leading meetings, participating in meetings and helping meetings be more successful. So what we're going to do in this video, I'm going actually to include a whole clip of a lesson on meeting facilitation from this course. If you like it, if you like the level at which it's presented to you, if you think that's the right type of content for you where you are now, please check out the course. You can register anytime. I'm always available to answer your questions. As well, if you want to learn in a more interactive setting, you can join our BA Mindset Mentorship Circle. It's a group of business analysts. We meet weekly, we exchange opinions, we discuss various topics related to business analysis, tools, techniques, methodologies. And we also have this video library that is growing and that includes all of our previous meeting recordings. You can also subscribe to that video library if you cannot join our meetups. So you have several options of how to start learning about business analysis. You always should choose those options that are better for you. So it could be, of course, taking a course. It could be watching videos. It could be taking a video course. It could be joining a study group. Choose what works for you. And without further ado, I will now present a lesson on facilitation that was included in my course. All the information will be below, and I hope you will find it useful. And remember, meeting facilitation is best learned through lots and lots of practice. So whenever you get a chance, practice. And now have fun and all the best. If you have any more questions about business analysis, in the comments below, you'll see how to find me. Take care. Managing people and groups takes up a large part of business analyst day. You need to develop your facilitation skills to be good at that. Facilitating literally means making something simpler. To facilitate meetings means to help organize and conduct effective meetings. As a business analyst, you will be expected to participate in many meetings and facilitate quite a few of them. As part of core business analysis activities, you will need to lead and facilitate discovery meetings, brainstorming and problem-solving discussions, requirements analysis workshops, and requirements or user story reviews. Often, but not always, business analysts may lead product demonstrations or sprint demos, where they will also capture users' feedback and suggestions for further improvements. As project team members, analysts will also actively participate in project status or Scrum meetings, design reviews, test strategy and test scenario walkthroughs, reviews of quality assurance, and user acceptance testing results. They may also lead or participate in training and knowledge transfer sessions, utilizing their deep understanding of business and its requirements. Meetings are often cited as a major time waster. Inefficient meetings take a lot of well-paid people away from their tasks for hours at a time. If those hours are not productive, everybody loses. As Captain James Kirk from Star Trek said, a meeting is an event at which the minutes are kept and hours are lost. Before planning a meeting, we need to know why are we doing it. Can the same goal be achieved without a meeting? Here are some situations where gathering participants in one place and time, physically or virtually, makes sense. Bring people together for more efficient communication and sharing of information. Create a productive and stimulating environment for brainstorming and sharing ideas. Bring decision makers together to facilitate reaching a decision. Socialize, strengthen the team spirit, celebrate and express appreciation. We will now focus on key meeting success factors. Study and try to apply this in your current job to strengthen your facilitation skills. Be ready to discuss your meeting facilitation experience in the interview and highlight it in your resume. Here is what we need to make meetings more effective. Clear objectives, inviting the right people, preparation before the meeting logistics, recording the notes and results, and follow up on the decisions and actions that came out. And most importantly, the meetings that succeed are those that are facilitated well. Let's start with objectives. Why are we planning this particular meeting? What's the goal? First of all, the meeting title should be clear and informative. For example, catering complaints, root cause analysis. The objectives must clearly state what do you want to achieve by the end of the meeting. For example, confirm the definition of the rush order and draft pricing rules. And the agenda will help meeting move forward according to the plan. Of course, in real life, you may need to change the plan on the fly if you discover something unexpected, such as a major gap. But without a plan, the meeting is more likely to derail and turn into wasted time. After you have determined the objective of the meeting, not before, you decide who needs to participate. Who are the right participants? These are the people that you need to bring together to achieve the meeting objective. Leave out the observers and those that just want to know the outcome. You can inform them after the meeting. Don't waste anybody's time by inviting too many people just in case. Consult with your project manager or business sponsor if you have to. And analyze the attendance. If people don't come, why? Is it because they didn't understand why their presence was required? Manage the number of people in the meeting. Less is usually better. The optimum number depends on what you're trying to achieve, but for most purposes, more than 6-8 people will be hard to manage. The exception is when you gather others just to share information. But are you sure that you need a meeting for that? As a facilitator, make sure you know the people you are inviting. What are their names, how to pronounce them, how they like to be called, what is their title or role, does anybody need special accommodations? And always be prepared to deal with negative stakeholders. Separate those that have objective reasons to disagree from disruptive participants. As the meeting host, you are responsible for making sure the meeting is well prepared. Whether you need to investigate a problem or make a decision, you will need to collect some information beforehand. Make sure you organize it, make it easily accessible, and share it with other participants. Often, you will need participants to prepare, do some research or inquiries. Make sure you let them know and give them sufficient time. Think of the meeting objectives. You can only achieve them if everyone is prepared. Lastly, think of what do you want to have at the end of the meeting. A diagram, a list of business rules, a set of requirements. If you can, start drafting them early and use the meeting to update, clarify, modify, or confirm. It's often easier to get everyone actively engaged if you're not starting from a blank page. Meeting logistics includes finding a suitable date and time and location or virtual meeting room and arranging the needed environment, equipment, and technology. When you're conducting virtual meetings, your web conferencing and facilitation tool is key. Make sure you know how to use its features. Most meetings benefit from some form of recording or taking notes. What were the decisions? What was clarified? What follow-up will be required after the meeting? With more remote meetings, it's easier than ever to make video recordings, but that does not replace a simple list of actions. Which brings us to the next point, follow-up after the meeting. Make sure the outcome of the meeting and next steps are clear. If your meeting ended and everyone is wondering what's the result, then you did not do your job. Remember, if a meeting ended without a trace, it was a waste of time. The skill of meeting facilitation is both an art and a craft. You can read books and take courses, but the experience of doing it will be your best teacher. Don't wait until you're a manager. Take every opportunity to lead meetings, whether formally or informally. Your interviewers and hiring managers will be very interested in this skill. You will need confidence and empathy. You will need to listen and observe and ask the right questions at the right time. You will have to move the discussion along when it gets stuck and redirect it if it becomes too heated or too personal. You will have to help the group find the common ground and achieve consensus and navigate conflicts and disagreements. You cannot just pass the test for being a good facilitator, you have to practice it. So take every chance when you need to achieve a common goal, whether it's with colleagues, sports teams, families, or friends. These are the skills that you will need for life.